Hi, in the last video, we introduced how to achieve a successful implementation, putting people first, and we introduced the concept of co-economy, where co-creation is one of the most used techniques, which is involving and mixing collaboration plus creation to create a product or a software solution in a collaborative approach with users, customers, stakeholders, and web developers, etc. Okay, as a team. Okay, so as yeah, the co-creation, the technical definition is in software or co-development is a collaborative approach where developers, customers, users, stakeholders, and sometimes even external partners actively participate in the software development process. Okay, we are we use this methodology of co-creation in order to ensure relevance, usability, and the acceptance from the users of our solution. Because if they have been involved in the design, prototyping, and development process, they consider that one small percentage of that solution, of that tool, has been created by them, or they have contributed to that goal, which is a very powerful engagement uh, method. Okay, here we can see some examples of co-creation. They are not related with software, but I consider them very interesting, like Lego. They have an affiliate program, or not just affiliate, but also like an open creativity solution where you can design your own Lego figures or your Lego ideas, and then there's some votations, and the top results can lead to a Lego manufacturing your product and selling into people. Okay, it's very powerful that example, and there are thousands of people submitting their ideas, and they are contributing to product design and launch inside Lego. Okay, the same happens with Xiaomi in China. If they have their hackathons or events where users go there and based on some challenges, they are developing solutions and potential products in a weekend. For example, from Friday to Sunday, they are developing concepts, prototypes, and they are contributing to next generation of solutions or products inside that company. And also, it's another example from Nike, where Nike allow people to create their own designs and then they submit it, and for the winners of best designers, they can turn that designs into reality and deliver and sell them into their stores. Key features for co-creation: it's like we should involve different stakeholders or different persons, diverse between them with different profiles, backgrounds, and different point of views in order to enrich that solution. Then it's key the open communication with workshops, feedback, review sessions, phone calls, WhatsApps, Teams, groups, as much communication as possible, and open and fluid, and without barriers, so everyone can interact with everyone inside the co-creation team. There are not hierarchy levels where it's restricted to you cannot talk with another people if they are from another hierarchy level. So it's open communication. Then, like in the Scrum and Agile methodologies, this is focusing in iterative designs where you are starting from a prototype that it's moving to a mock-up or a sketch, from it to a beta version and a minimal viable product that can be sold, and some iterations and improvements until that product is considered a final sellable product. Okay, and then it's important to contribute to a shared vision and ownership where everyone feel the product direction like if it was from them. Okay, so it's very powerful, this co-creation methodology. There are some methodologies that are used for co-creating solutions. One is the Scrum that I introduced you in the fourth lesson, and also the Kanban that we already saw them in the Agile methodologies. In that case, you would see that the board is different from the previous lesson, but in a sense is the same. Okay, so you have the to do, then you have IP, which means in progress, and then done. But here we have some blocks like the traditional flow of different phases of of a product development. Here we have the development phase, the code review or quality assurance, then we have the testing, and we have the deployment, and then it would be in production or would be live, the software, okay, will be done once it has finished to move from the different phases. Then there is another methodology which is very powerful and interesting. It's used by creatives, architects, engineers, and marketing and other profiles, which is called design thinking, which has six main steps. So we start with empathizing with the users. In the following videos and lessons, we will discover the empathy map solution. I don't remember if in the past, in the second lesson, when we learned about the strategy and how organization works in the business model canvas, we talk about customers, and we mentioned the empathy map, which allow you to see, to analyze how a person think, feel, what they hear, or what they say, which are their pains, their gains, and how to understand what is happening inside that potential user or customer, and what drivers are moving them to a decision, or what features do they value more. Okay, so the first step, empathize with users. Then, once we know who our users are and how do they feel and see everything, we need to identify which is the problem that we want to solve. Okay, from their problems to our solutions. Once we know the problem and we have defined them clearly, and we have created some assumptions about how it's that in the reality, we create the solutions, or we ideate the solutions. We define which solutions could we put into practice. Once we have the solutions, we prototype products. After the prototyping, it's coming to testing and feedback loops in order to gather opinions, proofs, evidences from the team or the users that allow us to improve it. And then with that information, we would improve the product until product is delivered. There are hundreds of tools that can be used during the creation process. We have divided them into 4 blocks: tools for design and prototyping, which are the same that we saw in the design and prototyping phase in software development. Then we have another ones for user feedback and testing. We can use user testing, Microsoft Forms, Google Forms, Typeform, Hotjar, or even physical meetings where we are in a meeting room or in a park or in a restaurant or whatever, gathering feedback from the users. Okay, then there are some collaboration and project management tools based in agile methodologies, or Kanban boards, or Lean boards, or just like boards that we can use as we want, or frameworks. Miro, Asana, Jira, Trello, they are project management and collaborative tools based on Kanban and also in Scrum methodologies. And you can be as creative as you want, and they are integrated with a lot of other tools and solutions, and they allow you to multi-user and collaborative interaction. Okay? And then for communication and co-development, there are a lot of options. Okay, for communicating, it's Slack, Microsoft Teams, WhatsApp, phone, etc. And for co-development, is GitHub, and you can also use for communication Discord or other tools. Okay, so some final recommendations inside the co-creation step. We need to involve the stakeholders or the users as early as possible. Have to promote trust and commitment on all of the people which is involved in that definition. We should boost diversity and different perspective in a respectful environment, and in an open-minded where every opinion is considered and is welcome, etc. Then, when you are doing a co-creation, or you are using this methodology, each one want to give their ideas. Okay, so probably you could finish with hundreds of different features to be developed. Okay? It's important to balance them, to prioritize them in base of the potential impact, cost, and also the the user willingness to pay for them, and to balance all of that features and decide the best ones based on objective uh, points. Okay, some of them would be subjectives, yes, but be careful with all of the features, because unless you would open a lot, and then it's difficult to close and to arrive to a decision. Okay, and we could be blocked because of not having taken into account the balancing of features. Okay? And then it's important to document and share in order to see like success stories, or to communicate with our team or workforce how all of this is going. Okay, thank you.